We're getting ready to start lesson 7 and day 3. Lesson 7, day 3, we're going to count collections. And you're going to have to put these coins in order to find the total value of the coins in the group. And my alarm clock just went off. We're going to stop that. Okay, here we go. And you're going to have to line the coins up from their greatest value to their least value. We've been talking about the value now for just a bit, and we are going to, yes, we're going to do our first one here on the first page, and your job is going to take the 25 cents, the penny, the dime, and the nickel. You're going to need to put them in value order from the greatest value to the least value, greatest value to the least value, and then you're going to need to show the value of those coins. You're going to do that for the first one, and then you're also going to do the same thing for the second problem, which is a dime, a nickel, a penny, a quarter, a penny, a quarter. You're going to show them in order, value order, from the greatest value to the least value, and then you're also going to show the value on that one as well. Alrighty, we'll get back to that after we've had a chance to go over everything else that you're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and take a look at our model and draw. This explains what we're going to be doing. Order the coins from the greatest value to the least value, and then find the total value of the coins, which we just did a second ago on the page before this. So I'm looking at my coins here, and I can see that I have 2 quarters, I have 2 pennies, and I have a dime. Now, as I draw the picture of these particular coins, I'm going to want to cross them off so that I make sure that I get all of the coins included in my measurement here, or of my counting. So I'm going to start with my first coin, which is a quarter for 25 cents. Put an X through it to know that I've drawn that one. My second coin is another quarter, and those are the 2 coins that have the greatest value. Then I cross it off because I know that I've already drawn it. Then my next greatest coin in value would be my dime. I'm going to cross it off and draw it. And then I have 2 pennies, which I've now drawn, and I'm going to cross them off. I'm going to double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins that are in my picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins that I have drawn. Once I do that, I'm going to be counting those coins and come up with the total value. Because I have written the value of these coins in the center of coins, I don't need to write the value on top. So let's start. Oh, I will come back to that later. I'm not going to do that with you because we've been counting coins now for several days. So your job then is to draw and label the coins from the greatest to the least in value. You're going to draw those out just like we did up here, and then you're going to find the total value right here. And do not forget, my friends, that you need to include the cent sign. Always remember, when we're working with totals that are less than $1, we are always going to use the cent sign. All right, so you're going to do that for problem 1, problem 2, and problem 3. Going over to the next page, it looks like we're going to do more of that. Same thing, we're going to draw and label the coins from the greatest to the least, and then find the total value for problem number 4, problem 5, problem 6, problem 7, and on problem 8, you have a word problem. It says that Andy buys a 75-cent juice box using only quarters and nickels. So you can't use anything except quarters and nickels. Show the amount he spent in 2 ways. So there's 2 different ways that I could show 75 cents. Oops, sorry. Show 75 cents using quarters and or nickels. And you need to show me those 2 ways. And when we get finished with that, we will go back after you've had a chance to try them on your own, and we'll look at them together. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so the next page, you're going to continue to do what we've been doing. Paulo has these coins, a nickel, a nickel, a nickel, a nickel, a quarter, and a penny. And he spent 1 quarter. How much money does he have now? Well, first of all, these are not in value order, so you might need to put them in value order. Pay attention to the fact that he spent 1/4, and you're trying to find out how much money is left. Now, how much does he have after he did that? Then it looks like you have 2 more word problems that you're going to need to do. And of course, you are coming down to problem number 12. Malik has these coins in his pocket. What is the total value of these coins? They are not in value order, so you need to put these in value order. Put in value order. And I'm going to tell you that when you are counting coins, you always need to be sure that they are in value order. These are not, because the nickel is coming first and it certainly does not have the greatest value. So you're going to need to put those in value order, and then you are going to need to tell me how much the total value of those coins are. Then of course you're coming over to the next page, which is your exit ticket. Your exit ticket should be done last of all. Now that we've done 3 lessons, and this is our 3rd one, you are going to make sure that you do all of the pages before you do this one. This one should be done last. Of course, this is the one I will not be going over. And yeah, you're going to need to make certain that your teacher gets that. But you still have another page to do before you get to the exit ticket. Oops. Here we go. Do this page before the exit ticket. What is the total value of this group of coins? You need to put them in value order. Put in value order. Put these in value order, and then I need to also have a total. So you're going to need to redo those coins in value order and then count them. And yeah, that should be pretty easy. What number is 100 more than 562? I think you can figure that out. What is describe 58 as a sum of tens and ones? Wow, we have been doing that in Eureka this whole year, so that should be an easy one for you. A little word problem about Peter. And what number do these blocks show? Well, I'm going to see if you can figure that one out all by yourself. How many blocks are in this block? How many little blocks are in this block? I can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here, and it looks like these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in each one of those rods. I'm just going to say there's probably 100 in these flats. But it's basically what we've been doing in Eureka, except instead of using dots to show our place value, we are using flats, rods, and cubes. So what number do these blocks show? And I gave you a big hint right there with telling you that, well, I'm going to let you figure that out. Okay, so your job then, my friend, is to go ahead and go through and do these pages, skipping the exit ticket, and then you're going to come back with me in just a few minutes, and we are going to go over the problems so that you can see which ones you have done correctly. Alrighty, so with that, I'm going to ask you to pause the video. Are you back? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at that very first problem. So we had a quarter, a penny, a dime, and a nickel. And if I put those in value order, you should have started with 25, done your dime for 10, your nickel at 5, and your penny at 1. So when I'm counting the value of this, I started at 25, I went up 10 to 35, up 5 more to 40, and up 1 more to 41, giving me a total value of 41 cents. Did you remember your cent sign? I hope that you did, because you should always have that included when we're talking about money, because we need to know the unit that we're working with, and in this case it's cents. Okay, our next one, we had to arrange the 2 quarters first, followed by the dime, because this is a greater value than 10, then our single nickel, and our 2 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to count, starting on 25. 25 going up 50, or going up 25 puts me at 50. 25 going up 10 puts me at 60. 60 going up 5 puts me at 65. Going up 1 puts me at 66. Going up another 1 puts me at 67. 25, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67. So our total value is 67, and I hope you remember to use your cent sign. Okay, if you did a great job on those two problems, congratulations. That's just getting you warmed up for the things that you're going to be doing on the next pages. So we did this one together, I believe. Did we do this one together? Maybe we didn't. Nope, I did not do that one with you. But here we go to talk about it. So I had to put these in value order with my 2 quarters, crossing them out when I've drawn them, my 1 dime and my 2 pennies, because I've already drawn them. 25 going up 25 more puts me at 50. From 25 up 10 puts me at 60. Going up 1 puts me at 61. And going up 1 more puts me at 62, with a total value of 62 cents. Okay, our next problem shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. I have a quarter, which I've crossed off. I have 2 nickels, which I crossed off. Oops, I didn't cross off my pennies. Okay, so I know that I have 5 coins, and if I count, I go from 25 up 5 to 30, up 5 more to 35, up 1 more to 36, up 1 more to 37, giving me a total value of 37 cents. Okay, our next problem had a quarter, 2 dimes, a nickel, and a penny, which I have represented with my value, putting them in value order. 25, my 2 tens, my nickel, and my 1. And I'm crossing them off to make sure that I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawn coins. 25 going up 10 is 35. From 35 going up 10 more is 45. From 45 going up 5 more puts me at 50. And if I go up 1 more, it puts me at 51 cents. Okay, this time I only have 4 coins, 2 quarters, there they are, a dime, and a nickel. Of course, I've put them in value order because when you're counting coins, putting them in value order makes the counting so much easier. From 25 going up 25 puts me at 50. From 50 going up 10 puts me at 60. Going up 5 puts me at 65. And if you had a successful experience on that page, well, a huge congratulations to you. Okay, we're going to do, continuing with the same thing, making sure that we're always putting things in value order. So we are starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. There they are. We are starting with 25, crossed it off, 3 dimes. There they are. Starting at 25, going up 10 to 35, going up another 10 to 45, and 1 more 10 puts me at 55. Excellent if you got 55 cents. And now we are looking at these 5 coins, 2 quarters, there they are, 1 dime, and 2 pennies, making sure that you always put them in order from the greatest value to the least value. 25 going up 25 gives me 50. 50 going up 10 gives me 60. 60 going up 1 gives me 61. And going up another 1 gives me 62. Hey, boy, this is going great. I've got 1 quarter, there it is. I have 1 dime, there it is. Here's my 2 nickels. 25 going up 10 puts me at 35. Going up a nickel puts me at 40, and going up another nickel puts me at 45. 25, 35, 40, 45. All righty, here we go. 25, 35, 40, 45. Just counting those coins to make sure I didn't make a boo-boo. Okie dokie, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins this time. Oops. Looks like I've got 2 quarters. There they are. 1 dime, yep, and 2 nickels, and I have put them in value order. 25 going up 25 cents puts me at 50. Going up 10 cents puts me at 60. Going up 5 cents puts me at 65. Going up another 5 cents puts me at 70. So that's 25, 50, 60, 65, and 70. All righty. So now we have Andy who buys a juice box for 75 cents, and he can only use quarters and nickels, nothing else, only quarters and nickels. And you're supposed to show 2 ways that you could make this work. So if you said you could have 3 quarters, I'm going to draw those 3 quarters out, 25, 25, and 25, that would mean 0 nickels. 25, 50, 75, yep, that gives me 75 cents. Or you could have said that you could have 2 quarters. Oh dear, where am I going to, I sort of drew a picture of this, but not really. I did 2 quarters were 50 cents, and then these were all nickels. It's kind of tiny little picture here, but 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. This was 2 quarters to get that 50 cents right here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels. So that would be the way you could do it with nickels and quarters only. If you got that one right, you are really smackingly good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to our next page. So we have Pablo, who had these coins, and he spent a quarter. You know what? I crossed that quarter right off to begin with because that one's gone and I'm not even going to count it. So he spent that, and that left him with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nickels. Let's count that. 5 going up 5 gives me 10. Going up 5 more gives me 15. Going up 5 more gives me 20. I skipped that quarter because I spent it. Going up 1 penny gives me 21. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 nickels and a penny giving me 21 cents. All right, let's take a look at our next problem, problem number 10. It says that Rachel has 2 quarters, 3 dimes, and a nickel. She wants to buy a book for 90 cents. How much more, oops, I need to put that in a box. How much more money does she need? Well, I drew a picture of my 2 quarters. I drew a picture of my 3 dimes and my 1 nickel. Then I counted. 25 up 25 gave me 50. Going up to 10 more gave me 60. 10 more gave me 70. 10 more gave me 80. 5 more gave me 85. I know I needed to have 90. So I took 90, take away 85. I had to decompose a 10 because I can't take 5 ones from 0 ones. So I decomposed a 10. That left me with 8 tens. That group of tens is now 10 ones. 10 ones plus 0 ones is 10 ones. 10 ones take away 5 ones is 5 ones. And 8 tens take away 8 tens is 0 tens, leaving me with a total of 5 cents that I still need to have in order to be able to get up to 90 cents. And I didn't have enough room to be able to write that sentence because they're so squished in here. All right, let's take a look at problem number 11. Blake has only nickels and dimes. He has double the number of nickels as dimes. Double means that he has twice as many. So if I have 2, then I would have to have 4 of the other. If I had 5, I would have to have 10 of the other. Anytime you double a number, you're adding that number to itself. So he has double the number of nickels as dimes. So in other words, he's going to have more nickels than dimes, double the number. The total value of his coins is 60 cents. What coins does Blake have? Well, I just started drawing a picture. So I started off with my nickels, and I know I have to have twice as many nickels as I do dimes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so that's halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30, 40, 50, 60. Since if I double 3, I get 6, that answers my question because my nickels is double my dimes. So I know that I have done that problem correctly as well. And if you got that right, congratulations. That was kind of a difficult problem. But if you drew a picture out, it's not that hard. And then, of course, we have number 12 with Malik, who has these coins in his pocket. What is the total value of the coins? And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause this video and go back. That's the nice thing about having a teacher on a computer. You can always go back and re-listen to what she or he said. So, are these in value order? Nickel, dime, 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 dime. Nope, they're certainly not. So I changed them into value order. 1, 2, 3, 4 dimes, dime, 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 and 2 nickels coming at the end. And then I did my counting. 10, 20, 30, 40, going up 5 more to 45, going up 5 more to 50, giving me my total of 50 cents. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Woohoo, Miss Star, you did a fantastical job. And of course, you need to not have done the exit ticket yet. You should do that in just a couple of minutes because you need to make sure that you send that to your teacher. But we still have one more page that we need to go over before you can do that exit ticket. And here it is. What is the total value of this group of coins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. 1 quarter, crossed it off. A dime, and 2 pennies. Here I go. 25 going up 10 is 35. Going up 10 is 45. Going up 1 is 46. Going up 1 more is 47, for a total value of 47 cents. All right, let's take a look at what number is 100 more than 562. Well, 562 plus 100 would be 100 more. This is easy. 2, 6, and 6. So if I add 100 to 556, I'm going up 100 more. Or I could say I'm changing the, oops, I got to retry that again. I'm changing the hundreds place from 500 to up 100 would be 600. My tens would stay the same, and so would my ones. So whether you did it by using addition or if you said I'm going to go up 100, you could do it that way too. So I'm just going up by 100, and I end up with the same tens, the same ones, but one more 100. How could we describe 58 as a sum of tens and ones? Well, I actually did this 3 different ways. So the first way was the way we've been doing it in our Eureka math. I said, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I said 50 over here, plus 8 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could show it this way, or I could show it as an addition problem. 50 plus 8 is 58. Or I could have also said 5 tens plus 8 tens is 58. Yeah, there you go. You could do it that way. Lots of different ways. Of course, number 4 was a simple problem from our 36's sheet put into a word problem where you're adding 3 and 6 together for the pecans that he found on his left and his right, and how many pecans altogether? There were 9. So if you really wanted to, you could take the time and count all of these little cubes, which I personally don't want to because it would take a really long time. But trust me, there are 100. There are 10 groups of 10 because 10 tens make 100. So this represents 100, this represents 100. We have 10 in each one of these rods, and each one of these represents 1. So I've got 200s plus 30 plus 1. 200 plus 30 plus 4 ones gives me 234. Expanded form to standard form to model form. Well, actually, we call this is model form. It's very similar to our model that we do in Eureka, except that we're using flats, rods, and cubes. So there you go. And with that, my friends, you need to now, once you've fixed all of your boo-boos, you're going to go back, you're going to do the 3 exit ticket problems, 4, and I'm going to remind you to be very careful on the word problems. Make sure that you use cubes, and read, draw, and write. Each one of these should have a word answer to go with them. And there you go. You're getting ready to send that off to your teacher. And you, my friends, have a great day of learning.